Hello students, today we are going to start our next chapter, chapter 8, comparing quantities. In this chapter you will learn about what are the various ways through which we can compare two given quantities. So basically this is the first part of the chapter comparing quantities, in which we will study about what is a ratio, terms of a ratio, comparing two ratios and proportion. After that, we will also solve some exercises related to these topics. So first, let us understand what is a ratio. So students, if we have two quantities of the same kind and having the same units, then ratio of these two quantities is defined as the fraction of one quantity to the another. Let us suppose we have two quantities A and B, which are of the same kind and having the same units. Then the ratio A is to B is defined as the ratio A is to B is defined as fraction of A to the B. That is, we can write A is to B equals to A divided by B. So basically this is the definition of ratio of two given quantities. So I hope you have understood what is ratio and how we define ratio of two quantities. Now let us understand terms of a ratio. If we talk about this ratio, that is A is to B, then here in this you can say the term A is known as the first term or antecedent, while the term B is known as second term or consequent. For example, if we have a ratio 5 is to 9, then we can write 5 is to 9 as 5 divided by 9. That is fraction of 5 to the 9. Now here the term 5 is known as the first term or antecedent, and the term 9 is known as second term or consequent. Okay. Now, what does actually ratio means? Suppose if we have information that the ratio of two pieces of cloth is 1 is to 2. We have given ratio of two pieces of clothes is 1 is to 2. So what does this mean? What does this ratio mean? This ratio means that if one piece of cloth measures 10 centimeter, if one piece of cloth measures 10 centimeter, then the other piece must be equal to twice of this length, that is 20 centimeter. Other piece is of 20 centimeter. Why? Because we have information that the ratio of these two pieces of cloth is 1 is to 2. It means the length of the other piece of cloth is twice the length of the first piece. Hence we can say if the one piece of cloth measures 10 centimeter, then other piece must measure 20 centimeter. So this is the actual meaning of ratio of two quantities. Now let us see comparison of ratios. So we can compare two ratios in the same way as we do comparison in case of fractions. Suppose we have two given ratios 2 is to 5 and 6 is to 25. Then how we compare these two ratios? So we can write 2:5 as fraction of 2 to the 5 and 6:25 as fraction of 6 to 25. Now whenever we have to compare two fraction, then first we take LCM of their denominators. So here the two fractions are 2/5 and 6/25. So first we take LCM of the denominator, that is 5 and 25. Now you know how to take LCM. So we have 5 and 25 in the denominators. 5 1 times, 5 5 times, and again 5. So LCM is equals to 5 into 5, that is 25. Okay. Now we have to convert these two fractions into like fraction. Now when we multiply 5 to the 5, then it comes out to be 25. And if we are multiplying the denominator by 5, then we must have to multiply numerator by the same number, that is 5. So here also we multiply by 5. So what we get? 2 into 5, 10, divided by 5 into 5, 25. And 6:25 can be written same as 6 divided by 25. Now you can see in these two fractions, 10/25 and 6/25, it is clear that clearly 10/25 is greater than 6/25, and 10/25 is equivalent to 2:5. So we can write 2:5 is greater than the ratio 6:25. So this is the method of comparing two ratios. Now students, we will solve exercise 8A from R.S. Agrawal. So first we have given if A is to B equals to 7:5 and B is to C equals to 9:14, then find A is to C. So let us see the solution. So here we have given that A is to B, that is A divided by B equals to 7/5. Let us say this is the equation 1. And again given that B is to C, that is B divided by C equals to 9:14. Let us say this is the equation number 2. Now multiplying equations 1 and 2, we get what we get? A divided by B into B divided by C equals to 7/5 into 9/14. Now here you can see it implies that A divided by B into B divided by C. B and B cancel out. So we have A divided by C. It is equals to here 7, 2 times 14. So what we get? 9 divided by 10. And A divided by C can be written as A ratio C. And it is equals to 9:10. So this is our required answer. The next question we have given, if A is to B equals to 5:6 and B is to C equals to 4:7, then find A is to B is to C. So let us see the solution. Given that A is to B equals to 5 is to 6. Okay. And again we have B is to C. B is to C equals to 4 is to 7. If we divide both the terms of this ratio 4 is to 7 by 4, then what we get? 4 by 4, 1 is to 7 by 4. Dividing both terms by 4. Again here we have to multiply the two terms of this ratio, that is 1 is to 7 by 4 by 6. Why? Because we have to make the term corresponding to B as 6. Because in this ratio you can see the term corresponding to B is 6. So here also we have to make term corresponding to B as 6. So when we multiply both these terms by 6, then what we get? 6 ratio 7 by 4 into 6. So it is equals to 6 ratio, here 2 times and 2 3 times, 21 by 2. So we have the ratio of B is to C as 6 is to 21 by 2. Now we can write A ratio B ratio C equals to 5 ratio 6 and B ratio C is 6 ratio 21 by 2. Again, if we multiply each term of this ratio by 2, then what we get? 5 into 2, 10, ratio 6 into 2, 12, ratio 21 by 2 into 2. So 2 and 2 cancel out and we have 21. So this is the required answer for A ratio B ratio C. The next question we have, a bag contains 750 rupees in the form of a rupee, 50 paise and 25 paise coins in the ratio 5 is to 8 is to 4. Find the number of coins of each type. So let us see the solution. It is already given in the question. The ratio of a rupee coin, 50 paise coin and 25 paise coins is 5 is to 8 is to 4. So first let number of 1 rupee coins is equals to 5x. Number of 50 paise coins is equals to 8x, and number of 25 paise coins is equals to 4x. Now students, you already know that 1 rupee contains 100 paise. So 50 paise can be written as 100 by 2 paise or 1 by 2 rupee. In the same way, 25 paise can be written as 100 by 4 paise or 1 by 4 rupee. So if there are 8x number of 50 paise coins, then it can also be written as 8x by 2, that is 4x number of 1 rupee coins. And if there are 4x number of 25 paise coins, then it can be written as 4x by 4, that is x number of 1 rupee coins. Now according to question, it is given that the bag contains 750 rupees. Hence we can write the sum of 5x plus 4x plus x must be equal to 750. So according to question, 5x plus 4x plus x equals to 750. It implies that 5x plus 4x, 9x plus x, 10x equals to 750. which again implies that x is equals to 75. So if x equals to 75, then it means number of 1 rupee coin, number of 1 rupee coins is equals to 5x. So it is equals to 5 into 75, that is 370. Number of 50 paise coin is equals to 8x. So we can write 8x is equals to 8 into 75, that is 8 5 times 40 and 8 7 times 56. It means 600. And number of 25 paise coins is equals to 4x, that is 4 into 75, that is 300. So we can say there are 375 number of 1 rupee coin, 600 number of 50 paise coin, and 300 number of 25 paise coin in the bag.